Rene Bonét. Rene Bonét. Or so how you say it? Is it Bonét or Bonnet?
You said it perfectly the first
Okay.
time.
Sometimes I like to ask because like people be like, nah, it's not Bonnet, it's Bonnet. I'm like, I mean, I guess why you put the accent then?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's nay.
Exactly, exactly. But how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I can't complain. I'm excited to have you here.
Thank you.
I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing that we were able to have you as a cover for a couple of our playlists, but also just tapping into your music and such a beautiful voice that you have there.
Thank you.
Where'd you find this at?
My voice?
Yeah, where'd you get that from?
I don't know. I don't know. I started, just mimicking singers at an early age, like Brandy, and just trying to sing their songs. And family was like, that little girl can sing.
Nah, she sound good. She got something going on for real.
Yeah, a little bit.
So what kind of put you in that phase that you wanted to actually take like this music thing seriously?
I had a lot of support from my family. Like they were like pushing me to like just telling me I was good and like I should take it seriously. So, I did.
Yeah.
Just started pushing.
But like outside of your family, like what was that moment? Like did you have a moment where you're like there's somebody else that you don't normally run into that was just like, okay, I think you could do this too, or like your music sounds really good? Like was there another championing moment for like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this music thing serious?
I don't know. I think it's just in me. I like just from the beginning, it's just all I know. I never wanted to do anything else. I never had any other career goals. Like just straight out of high school, it's like music.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay, so what you wrote like your first song in high school, middle school?
I started writing poetry like everybody else. I feel like that's like a lot of singers start.
Yeah.
And then I started like singing them, and then people was like, "Oh, this is so good." And I guess it was like a stress reliever. I used to get in like a lot of trouble in and out of juvie, so I felt like it was like just a little side thing that I would do that just made me want to take it seriously. Yeah.
Understood. Now I know we touched on it a little bit like before we hopped in, but I mean your hometown is
Virginia.
Virginia.
Yep.
What town is it again?
Leesburg.
Leesburg.
Yes.
That's like near Richmond, right? Or
well, it's like 2 hours from Richmond.
Okay.
It's like maybe like 45 minutes from DC. So Leesburg is like President Robert E. Lee's place that he used to go to like outside of the White House.
Word.
To like go like hang out. That's what we were told. It's like one of the richest counties in the United States of America.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what's up. So was it kind of country there when you lived there, or was it more like a city area?
It's like a town. It's like a town, and like when I was growing up, it was like a lot of bad stuff happening, like
really
violence, gangs, and stuff like that. But since they have cleaned it up a lot.
Yeah.
So it's
just
a little city, a little town.
So how would you say like that perspective, like coming from a little small town, but that was chock full of like, a lot of things going on, like how'd that shape your perspective as an artist and just as a young lady coming up?
Like I'm from a small town, but like I said, we're from 45 minutes outside of DC. Probably take us 30 minutes to get to Maryland. So I was one of those kids that was like running to DC to go sneak into the clubs.
Yeah.
And we would go shopping. We would hang out in DC, in the day, and then come home at night. It just gave me like a broader perspective on life. Like I came from this little ass town where like nobody did anything. Like the height of your career is like, your career or your life is like getting married.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or having kids or just getting like a good job. But I just, wanted something more. So.
That makes sense.
I think I answered your question.
Yeah, you did. You did. So like that transition from like the DMV area down here to Atlanta, like what made this so like the place that you wanted to be so much?
Well, like my brother had got murdered, and like it was traumatizing, and he was a rapper.
Really?
So it was kind of like I wanted to like live the dream for us. You know what I mean? And just be like, I'm gonna get out this small town and I'm gonna make something. And I have an aunt who is like my friend, so she came and would like help me out and was like, girl, we need to go to ATL, you know? Like, you know, ATL was like the place that everybody thought they could go and live their dreams. And, you know, 12 years ago when I came, you know, it was like a place. So I'm glad I got in early.
Yeah.
Because right now you come,
it's a whole different Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a whole different Atlanta. But, yeah, I came here because, you know, there was not a lot of opportunities. I had done radio. I'd done all the little showcases out there in DC and Maryland, and there was nothing else for me. Like, DC was not it then, and it wasn't the music scene, you know.
Yeah.
To me, it still ain't.
And it's like, cause I guess like their music scene is a little centralized when it comes to it. It's like the go-go, the go-go sound.
I grew up off go-go. Like, we go to go-go's and
have some fun now.
And they sample music. And I mean, there's a million amazing singers. You know, Chris Brown from VA. You know, you got the Wale's and so on and so forth. But, you know, it's not like a music scene like in Atlanta. Like, everybody's lit in Atlanta.
That's real. That's real. I can see that. If there was somebody like maybe from VA that you would like, or maybe from the DMV that you have like a collab and not like in mind with, who would that be? Like a major collab? Chris Brown?
Yeah.
Okay. Y'all gonna drop a dance track, or you trying to do like a real R&B ballad?
Yeah, real R&B. We singing.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a love song.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. All right, so let's jump into this. I know the song "Nights Like This," one of like your initial breakout singles and everything. Tell me, like, how was it seeing people receive that song the way that they did, and then what went into making the track itself?
Like, it was great to see people receive it well. Like, when I first created it, I just, like, I get my production, like, created for me. Like, you know, like, I have a composer, a producer who just, you know, we sit in the studio and we create beats, and, like, and I don't really write, like, with a pen and pad. I kind of go in and just vibe and freestyle, and it just came out good. It came out really good, and I don't know, people was feeling it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, what's your often creative process? Like you said, you don't write, but you came from the poetry realm. So, like, do you still sometimes jot down the initial idea and then go freestyle the rest, or are you just like off the dome?
I used to do that, but then, like, when I would go to record, like, I'm gonna overthink it. So I was fortunate enough to be in the studio with some great people, and that's the way that they recorded. And after that moment, I was like, you know, I'm recording like this forever, because I got it done so much more quicker. It was more authentic. I didn't overthink. I just record line for line. It's like play the record. I sing until I can't, and then I stop it, and I might go back a little, and then I'll like keep going until the song is just done. Like, I'll finish the song in like 20 minutes. Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm not. Yeah. I'm gonna say this, but it's probably not what would actually be happening. Like, you know, this is the first time I've heard about an R&B artist punching in, you know?
For real?
Like, yeah. I figured that they always write it and go in, and like they might break the song down, but it's just as far as like punching in the R&B bars, I ain't never heard that before. That's what's up, though. That's what's up. So, like, within, like, your music career, you've already received, like, a couple of Grammy considerations. Now, with people recognizing your music at that level and knowing that, you know, hey, we got some nominations on the horizon type shit, like, you know, how does that feel?
I mean, it's surreal. It's a blessing. And, you know, it's kind of like every day you never feel like you're doing enough. Yeah. It doesn't matter, like, what comes in, what height you go to. It's like, I got to keep pushing. It's just not enough. So I try to sometimes just try to sit back and, you know, relax in the moment and be like, you know, you're doing good. You know, look at this. And it's like, no, that's not a nomination. That's not an award. Who cares about that? You know, so, you know.
But I mean, the consideration is, I mean, that's more than most sometimes, you know? So it's just like, I still think that's a beautiful thing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. If I were to ask, like, what is the song in your catalog that you feel like people should go back to get the true essence of Rene?
That's a good question. I have an album coming out, Flowers and Pearls, and it's kind of like, you know, the flower is grown in the dirt, and I felt like that's me. Like, something beautiful like that was grown in the dirt, like the worst of situations. And, you know, the pearl, you have to deep dive for it, go to the darkest places to find it. And it has such a treasure. And that's what the album is. It's just a person who was just in the dirt.
Yeah.
Like, you know, my son was just murdered. Like, maybe like 7 months ago.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm still in grieving process right now. Like, but I'm just still pushing and just trying to, you know, spread my energy and do what I'm supposed to do while I'm still here. You know what I mean? Because life is so precious. And the song, I would say probably Broken Heart.
Broken Heart.
Because it's about a song of a woman who's so broken that she feels like she doesn't deserve to be loved by somebody. And she's just too much of a problem, too much baggage.
So that's what you still feel like you too much baggage, or you don't feel like you deserve to be loved?
Like I'm human. Yeah. I don't feel like I'm baggage. I just feel like I have a lot going on. You're gonna have to deal with that grieving that I go through. Those nights where I'm crying in the shower, or I won't get out of bed because I'm just so hurt. You know, and you gotta sometimes pull me up.
Yeah.
And that's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, and you really need somebody to truly be there for you without any reserve for themselves in moments like that.
It's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry to hear that too.
No problem.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't even think you was gonna touch on the new album yet either. I was gonna keep it under wraps, but I mean,
yeah, well, it's coming. It's gonna be here, April 11th. You know, I like to say my music is for the blessed and not the stressed.
Yeah,
it's for women that are like overcoming in their healing journey, because, like, you know, it's like love music.
Yeah,
it's not like fool in love, it's in love.
Yeah. And I was gonna say, I can definitely tell the difference, like in your music. Like the fool in love music is a little bit toxic or a little bit left and right.
That's what they're pushing.
Yeah,
like everybody's is jumping on the wave, so now everybody is just pushing this, I'm broken, I'm hurt, but it's like, I'm broken, but not because of love.
Yeah,
love healed me.
That's real.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask you, like, you know, what role has music played in your healing process with this all? But I feel like that kind of coincides with the love itself.
Yeah, it just makes me feel like I have a purpose.
Yeah, I feel that. That's real.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm glad you still, you know, doing your thing, holding your head up and pushing through. You feel me?
Thank you.
Yeah, because some people wouldn't be able to do that, for real, for real.
It's difficult.
Yeah.
But, you know, I have days where I'm very happy. Yeah.
So, like, with that being said, like, what are some of the messages that you, like, you know, you hope to deliver to people throughout your music, like, over time?
That it's okay to be vulnerable. And it's okay to let people in. And if they hurt you, it's okay, because you might hurt them too, you know? And it's like you're here to share experiences and to, you know, share experiences with other people and to be of help to them, and they help you. It's like an exchange of energy constantly. So it's like when you reserve yourself, you miss out on a lot that you could have gained that the world has for you.
That's real. That's super real. I hope y'all listening, man. If you're too reserved, you're going to miss out on what the world has to offer you. So stop missing out on what the world got to offer, bro, and just get out there.
Exactly.
Straight up. I love it. So to wrap it up like this, I know, like, we're going to be celebrating Women's History Month soon, Black History as well, and it's just like, I know what is your descent?
I'm black.
Black? I was thinking you may have been Puerto Rican for some reason.
I know. People say that a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm just, you know.
Okay, well, never mind.
I'm a Negro.
Nah, but just like with that, you know, with these things on the horizon, and like I see you as Black History in Motion, like you said, like Grammy considerations early on in your career, hella good music. You know, you have a tough past, but you have a bright future. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely Black History in Moment, and Black History in Motion, and it's just like I wonder, like, you know, are there any moments that stuck out to you in life or in your career that, like, have been significant to you? And, like, would you be willing to share that with the people?
Yeah. I can't really name anything specific because there's so many. But what is so amazing is watching people that I admire growing up, singing, like artists, and then seeing them come over and give me that support. That is, like, that shit keeps me going.
Yeah.
To be like, oh my God, like, legends.
Yeah.
Legends. You know,
I'm
like
about to say,
DMing me and telling me, like, I did the cover for Before I Let You Go, and I was, you know, there was it hit the blogs, and you know, people were like, you could never do it like Dave Hollister, and this and this, and I was like, of course not, he's a legend.
Yeah.
But then when Dave Hollister DMs you and follows you, and Teddy Riley follows you,
yeah,
and they say you killed it,
that hit different.
it didn't matter what nobody said.
Mm-hmm.
That is what mattered, and that's what, you know, keeps me going.
That's real, man. That's real. And just to wrap it up like this, like, you know, what does music mean to you in totality?
It's therapy.
There it is, y'all. There it is. Well, Rene Bonét, man, really appreciate your time. Excited to see what your career has in store. April 11th, right?
Yep.
April 11th. Flowers and Pearls. Y'all make sure y'all go get that, because it's going to be a hell of a project. I already listened to a little bit of it. I'm sorry. So, hey.
No, don't apologize. Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. And let the people know where they can find you.
At ReneBonet. That's Rene Bonét. It's on all platforms. Same thing.
For sure. And this was supposed to be a question I added earlier, but what would you use to describe your music if nobody has ever heard your music before? Like, how would you describe your own music to someone?
Dang, that's a good question. It's, like I said earlier, it's for the blessed and not the stressed. It's for the lovers. I feel like it's a couple's anthem.
A couple's anthem.
The couple's anthem.
Yeah. Hey, so if y'all trying to stay together, y'all need to play that Rene Bonét.
Yeah, that's black love. That's what's going on in the black community, is that they're creating division and separation with toxic music. Like, every woman is too independent. Every man is like, they don't want to like beg at the door no more. Women don't want to, wash the clothes, and they don't want to cook, and they don't want to. My music is not for them.
Yeah, your music is for the radio in the rain.
Pretty, yes.
Throwing rocks at your window music.
That's the music.
It's that baby come back. Yo.
Now.
We love it. Hey, but if y'all need some good R&B in your life, y'all know who to tap in with. Sirius XM, Pandora Now, and Rene Bonét.
Thank you.
Yeah.